So here we are before the market open. We are 1 minute away. So we have our pre-market buy side. We have our pre-market buy side at roughly 24,000, which is a round number. So that's what we'll start looking at when we reach all-time highs. We'll now start looking at the round numbers like 24,000. You can see how that functioned as resistance for the morning session, and then on the lower side we have our 8:30 and our midnight open lower. So right now we should only seek discount prices, and there we go. So there we go. On 9:30 we have a significant push lower, very significant, aggressive. We have a ways to go, considering we may also have the Asia lows as targets, so we'll keep that in mind. Let's look at ES. Let's go on the 5 minute. So ES has the same kind of thing going on. So there we go, the lows matching up with almost the Asia lows. So we'll just keep observing them and seeing how they will react to one another. I want to see this first 5 minute candle close so that we can have an idea of the intention of the market. Okay, we already had a significant reason to push lower, so that's one. Two, I think we have SMT here. So we had an initial SMT before market open, so this created a higher high. NQ failed to create a high on the 5 minute, so this would have been a nice trade, but it was on the 9:30 open, which you can't really take, because you never know which direction it's going to move. It's going to move quite fast. Yesterday I did execute on the 9:30 open, and it did actually play out the way I wanted it to play out, because we took out pre-market buy side, then without any thinking, and we had SMT inside it, double SMT actually, because we had an external SMT with the daily, another with the 1 hour, and then a small one with the 1 minute candles. I'll show you in the Telegram group you can see the SMT that formed, but it really had equal highs, which was really ugly for me. So I really did not like the trade. Placing my stop at equal highs was kind of weird. So yesterday we ended up at break even. So today is the first day that we're going to be trading. So let's go. I'm trading the 5k account. So right now the current balance is at, let me give you the actual values. I did trade, so right now the balance is at 5064.42. So we are going to see after this, and I can see that we're forming an SMT with ES. NQ, okay, NQ took out the lows. ES failed to take out the lows, and it is also showing signs of wanting to go high. So let's see if the 8:30 low was taken on NQ. So this was not on ES clearly, and NQ took out the 8:30 lows. So we have this as our opening range gap. Why? Because we take out liquidity? Nah, this is not our first presented fair value gap because we did not take out liquidity. So I want to see us create another fair value gap here. So as usual, I'm going to wait for the first 5 minute candle to close first, so that we can have some direction, some intention with whatever we are going to be going. As of now, there is SMT at these lows, so let's see if this will hold, because NQ has cleared out the lows, but we have not cleared out pre-market by the sell side. So what I'm going to be expecting is a manipulation first, then another push lower, because this has not been taken out on either of the pairs, of the correlated pairs. And in as much as we tag the 8:30 low on NQ and ES we did not, I'd still want to see something stronger happen at the lows, because we have not even gone lower gone below the 830 or the midnight open. So depending on what will happen, we will see. So that's for now. Let's observe first 5-minute candle. Let's see. So there we go. We have our first 5-minute candle closure with SMT at the lows. NQ, that's NQ. This is how ES is looking. I don't like that double SMT. Let me check if we have any news that we should be waiting for. So yeah, the next major news event is tomorrow at 3:30. So I guess we're done with that. 8:30, which is core CPI and unemployment claims. Okay, so that's a big deal, I guess. I want to see how the 1 minute looks. We are inversing this fair value gap, so this could be a sign of wanting to go higher. Check out the buy side first, probably. ES has taken out the high. Let me look at the high. Looking here, yeah, we have taken out the high of the 30-minute candle. NQ is really failing, or could be the laggard sister. Don't know about that. We took out the lows. Question is, would I require it to really take out that sell side? Okay, if it does not, then no trade for me today. Simple as that. So let's wait and see. Actually, I'm going to just place an alert on it because I'm going to be jumping from one to another. I want to know when you do this, and I also want it to form a fair value gap when we are going down, because if we form an imbalance as we go down, that's what we're going to use as support when we're coming up to. That is going to be the best form of PDRA that you're going to be using around that area for an inversion into the move high. So I want to know when it takes out this low, and preferably when it is lower than the midnight open. So I'm going to keep that in mind. SPX, we have formed another SMT. There we go. So this is bearish for now. Took out the high, formed another SMT. I want to invalidate the lower SMT. I want to see us go through it. So yep, so I want to see a push lower significantly. I want us to at least take out on one of the two markets, or the two correlated markets, the lows. So I'd like to see this remain open if possible. I want us to leave a gap behind, which we are failing to do. So let's see. So we have formed a fair value gap. This here. So in the near future I'm going to be looking for it to get inverse. We may form another one here depending on how we are expanding. Let's look at SPX. We are failing to go lower than this, which we have just taken out on NQ. So we have another SMT. I really want us to take this out. This is just equal low still. So let me just mark out the macro time, the time that I'm going to be expecting some moves to actually take place. So from that to 10:15. So this is the macro time that I'm going to be looking at. We are approaching it and we are failing. We are forming another SMT. We just formed another SMT with NQ. Like, it is really looking high resistance today. So let's wait and see. So far this is the only displacement leg that I have seen on this move low from this breaker, future breaker that is. It's not yet one. So there we go, we are getting the push. Now you will note that I will be switching. We are failing to push low on SMT, on SQ, on yes. You'll notice that I will be switching from this to MT5. You'll notice the screen freezing. I do not have the facilities for an extra screen right now. But we'll get that. Slowly but surely. So 5-minute close. Let's see how that happened. Pushed low, seeking discount prices. I guess there we go, taking our sell side. Yes, significantly failing to even approach this. What range are we looking at? 100-point range. Not bad at all. All I need is 60 of those points. Not looking for more, not looking for that. Yeah, we also, there we go, took out the lows on NQ. Yes, finally trying to catch up. So I don't know which is this. May actually push aggressively low now. So let's see how we behave at this lows. So we still have SMT. I may try along here, but I'm not seeing the structure to go in with it. So that's what I'm going to be waiting to form. So far there is no structure to indicate that we are going higher. Now this is me switching to MT5. You will see the screen pause momentarily. Now that's what I want to see. We are nearing our macro window, but I really don't like how we are in close proximity with the midnight open. I'm going to just give it some time. And if we invest this right now, I may just be looking to go in. So I'm going to be observing it. So we had a close above this, which is a bullish candle. Why? Because of how long the wick is. And you can see we are using it as support at 8:30. but we did not dip below the midnight open. I'm going to allow that this time. So this is another block. Why? Because of how long this week is. Bears pushed it to this point, bulls pushed it to this point. Eventually who won? I'd say it's the bulls. So that's why this is a bullish candle for me. Now this would be my confirmation that we are moving low, or we may just hold it, then push low one more time for a push high. Either way, that's not a bad trade idea. So far this did not hold. We are using this as our accelerator one more time down. So I'd say, since we have already taken out pre-market, let me remove this from the screen so that we can have a clearer one. I want to see us take out this low. That way. Then that is liquidity. We are seeking price action below this, so we just tapped into bid discount. At what time? At what time? So now I want to see probably something like a fair value gap hold here or something, which will be the best case scenario. Let me remove this. Nothing yet. SPX, we are pushing high. We are holding to that. This looks kind of clean. This looks too clean, I'd say. We may be getting the push. Yeah. So a close above this now would be good. This would be my change in state right here. A closure above that. Why? Because we took out liquidity, and our close above that would be like, yeah, we are done. We are now heading high, and then a market structure shift would be a close above that inversion fair value gap there. That fair value gap that I've marked in orange, this one. Still nothing. How is the US 30 doing? Pretty much the same. Getting a push high. Just lost. It's just lost. So we are not setting up for anything. What is the lowest low here? At 945. This low is at, it's not at 945, so basically there's a 70 here. And then NDS is pushing high. NQ is just nope, not going nowhere. So now I would actually really require a close above this. Require. market is becoming a laggard system, failing to do anything. Let's see what the 50 macro brings to the table. Also want to see where the 15-minute fair value gap are. 15 minutes. We have not formed one yet. Between first this one. Let's see. There we go. Having a push. So I may look to enter. I'm looking to buy here with my stop at the lows. I'll be targeting pre-market buy side, risking what is I'm risking 50. I'm risking 1.4%. So this is my entry, more or less. That is my stop, and this is my take profit. Actually my take profit is here, aiming for 1 to 2. Oh, we did not get a close above that. Just reminding myself I had required that. Shit. Oh, that was on me. That is on me. I said I require that. But we may be pushing high. The problem is that right now we have no confirmation, and we also did take out this. So I may be looking to really trim down my position. Don't like that. Yeah, there we go. Stop out. So, oof, that requirement was really necessary, wasn't it? Going to chill out, give it some time to frame something better for me. Maybe looking for lower prices. Maybe the Asia lows would be our target. Possible targets, which is also 100 points, 450 points away. We have retested this area after closing below it, so I may look to go short. This will have to be a 1.5 entry with my stop at the highs. So let's see whether the shorts will give out. So I had one entry long. Now this is one entry short, to see whether we can capture the daily move. We still have a 70 at the lows, and let me just reduce this. I don't like the fact that we still have a 70 at the lows. In as much as it is playing out, it is a rather annoying part of the. Where are the Asia lows? Yeah. So now we have formed the perfect fair value gap for a move high, and I'm going to be buying at that low. My stop is just below it. So we are giving this is our inversion. Sorry, I know you are in the blind. So this is what we have inversed. So this is now bullish. Yeah, sometimes you have to do this multiple times. And to see us push high, my stop is just below this. We still have SMT, a secondary SMT, yeah, which is good. We did not take out these lows, so this is what I always look for. I don't know why I sometimes just forget this. So this is the secondary SMT that you want to see. And then we did not take, we failed. So let's see whether this will give us what we want, which is actually not. Yeah, half off. Don't like how risky it is right now. We are failing. Found the SMT again, but it is just constantly failing. I don't like that, so we have a high resistance here, so my stop is currently here. I reduced half of my position when I saw this candle close, so let's see how it's going to play out. We are consolidating around the midnight open, so I think I'd rather wait for the 10 a.m. open, see what will transpire then, because nothing is going on right now. That's just like high resistance, terribly high resistance. So this failed. This is being respected quite well, but not the way I wanted it to. We did not have a single close above that and that, so that's kind of on me. I was trying to buy high, I was trying to buy a bit lower, so now I'm going to really require that close above. Going to be taking off my full position here for break even on that trade. I want to see what will transpire. I want to see what will transpire on 10:30 open. One trade L, and then one trade break even. So with the second trade being break even, I wanted to give myself one more chance to look at the 10 a.m. open. Because right now I don't think we're going anywhere yet. So let's wait and see. Looks terrible though. Doesn't look high probability. Quite aggressive consolidation. And gold is not at the all-time highs, but it's really up on the day. We also had very aggressive whipsaw during the news release, but we more or less really respected the levels. We just barely took out liquidity. Used this order block as a push lower, took out this liquidity, which is nice. This was the morning session's best entry, I mean Asia session. So we seem like we may be breaking out of this cast consolidation. No, we are not. So, what does 10 a.m. have to offer? Let's look at the 1 hour. So the 1 hour has very clear intentions. As you can see, we are looking to go low. We just closed below this, so our targets may just be, actually we may look to clear this. Ooh, actually, let's look at this. We have very not that. Let me show you what I'm seeing. This is liquidity. I want it to have at least 3 touch points. Let me have this off. 3 touch points. Those are more than enough. So we have liquidity at that point. We may be looking to target just the edge lows, preferably. We took out that. Now we need to retrace kinda so that we can now push for a continuation higher. 15 minutes. Oh, we have a 15-minute CRT. Good that I saw that. Don't know how you're going to play it. Let's see what the 1 minute has to offer now. It's 10, so I want to see preferably a sweep below this or a close above this. Understand that we have SMT here, so really it just like started moving like instantaneously. Finally have a close above. Don't like the SMT that will form at the highs on ES. Let me show you guys. We may have an SMT forming here. Let me just remove all this because now they are going to be factored in as noise now. Let me leave that in and this. So the extremes that I have not taken advantage of. I want to see a close above this. Now I require it. This is a requirement for a trade. We are really failing. So if we close above it and use it as support, I'm going to be going in. I'm going to be going in hard. Understand how that sounded, considering we are talking about trading. So yeah, that close above this formed something. So my trade will still be active actually. Not a close above. So we'll have to close above this door. So then come back into it. So we have received a close above it. I took an order here. This is my position. I'm looking for at least this favor leg up to be left open. I am targeting pre-market buy side. So this is my third trade today, as you can see here. Let me write it in advance. W. Yeah, sometimes it just takes a little bit extra out of you to get that final push. Like today we had to wait for 10, but we are not told prior that we have to wait for 10. You have to find out by yourself. And that's, I guess, where having someone who understands what they are doing, or even just understanding your own system, is going to come in clutch. We are about to just have SMT, so I really don't like that. I'm going to be aggressively managing this because we are forming SMT. I expect NQ is currently the laggard sisters. Let me show you. See how strongly we have pushed. So if we take out this high before NQ does this, there will be a momentarily there will be a SMT momentarily, and we may receive some strong bearish pressure, considering we're still above the 830 and the midnight open on both assets. So yeah, as you can see. But I have a strong feeling that we have finally gotten out of this. Oh, this is off. But we have gotten out of this consolidation. Probably we may want to push higher now, straight up, no more no less. So that's my hope. We have a very strong 5-minute close. Our 5-minute close looking good. We are about to tap that fair value gap, so if we leave this open, I expect it's going to be perfect actually if we leave it open. We have a break on the 5-minute too. This lower low, higher high, higher high, yeah, higher high, higher lower high, higher low, lower low, higher low, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high. So that makes this a break. That took me a second. That took me a second. So that's the break. I don't like that 5-minute candle actually. I closed above that, so I really would like my stop to be at break even right now already. But for the benefit of the trade and how we are likely to go higher, I'm going to give it some. Yeah, let's go. So let's go. Let's freaking go. This took a punch. Oh shit, we tapped into the fair value gap. We are receiving some. That's some feedback actually. So let's see how we are going to react to that. Why you see me switching to my, like, why you see the screen either pausing or like going black or something, is because I switched to MT5, because the feed on MT5 is faster. So we're having a slight pullback, so I took off something there. I will add if we come back to my entry, but as of now I have recouped some of my losses. I just took off a fraction there. So if we revisit the entry area, I am open to adding another position to actually it's just going to be recouping. Like I'm just going to be putting back the position that I have taken off roughly 75% of my trade, because I am seeing that we may push back in, and then I want to see us follow through with that. We may fail, but the higher probability for me that I'm observing this is that we have formed SMT 1, 2, and Q is really falling behind. So me taking out that 70% of my trade and we tapping, look at that, just look at that. Let me just leave this trade. So I want to see us revisit that inversion fair value gap. If we revisit it and respect it, this is all I'm looking for. A revisit and a respect of that fair value gap. Let me have these colors off, because they have a lot, there is a lot going on. So I want to see us revisit this. We have inversed a very tiny fair value gap there, as you can see. This candles high and these candles low. We have closed below it. So let me manage the trade actually. So will I be going back in or will I be leaving? So I want to see a nice reaction off of that level. If we fail, then yeah, that 5 minute looks ugly. Just tapped into that 5 value gap and just rejected aggressively actually. Yeah, I'm going to be favoring the shorts now because of the SMT. If we go above this fair value gap here, this gap here, I will be going down. If we fail, I'll be going short. We seem like we are actually failing. We have not failed yet. I know we have respected it. We are in quite deep waters right now. I'd call them deep because what the heck is going on? We need to get those CPI numbers tomorrow, I guess. We are respecting that fair value gap so far. I want to see a failure of this, so let me just remove this because I'm no longer in the trade actually. So this was a plus 0.2% roughly. This move here took a partial from this high, 75% that is. So this was invalidated like nobody's business. This has been solidified like my business. That is what is giving me sleepless nights. So let's see what will happen here. Are we waiting for anything? Let me just check, because this is just terrible price action. So nothing is really going on. There we go. We got our confirmation that we were going high. So now I'm going in with two contracts, that is. My target is still the highs. I'm going to expect an invalidation of that high. My stop is going to go just below that formation, that fair value gap that you just formed, the fair value gap that you bounced from. So let me show you where my trade setup is. So this is my entry, my stop is at this, my target is roughly at the pre-market buy side. I don't like how we're just dancing around here, man. We are just like we are not moving well, because I expect it now to catch up, and catching up takes really mere minutes. So with such price action, man, problem is I'm still at a loss. So it's about just observing. I want that fair value gap to hold, but I don't like how we have not even closed above. looking good. So yeah, I'm taking significant amount of that. Even if it plays out, 75% of. So I don't like how we just. I really like a close above. So 75% off came at break. I took off 75% at break even, just for more confirmation, because we are looking ugly. I didn't take the whole trade off. I just took 75% off here, so that my stop, if I'm stopped out, I'm only taken for 75% of the initial drawdown requirements. So there we go. We're getting a breakout. Now we have a better stop placement. I guess I don't know if it's better or just nicer. So my other position roughly entered at this high. So we are failing to see a follow through. So yeah, there we go. That push really, that close was at 940.2, and the highest candle here's close was at 940. This open was at 940. So we had a close above the bodies. Let me remove the wicks so that you can see clearly. Where is the wicks? So as you can see, we had a kind of a close above, which confirmed to us that we may be moving high, invalidating this SMT too. So let's see how that's going to reverberate in the trade, which is kind of going well so far. But then we get that push down. Oh man, we are not going anywhere. So considering how bad we are looking, just so you know, I took off the full trade at the open. So this is just like somewhere there. And considering how things are looking today, we are less likely to play out with this kind of price action. And if we do, it's outside my window kind of time. So I'm going to be looking at other plays. I think the SMT is holding now, but there's no SMT that confirmed that. So we got a high. This is finally moving now. Look at how strongly it's moving now. So that is a strong move. terrible price action, I guess. Expected at least a push lower, but there we go. Just doing the devil's work. That's what I'd give that. Just doing terrible work here. We are not moving, man. We are not moving. Okay, I just forget. So there we go. So the best move of the day was at 9:30. We took out the lows. We are slowly sneaking up to go to the highs, but wow, the price action is terrible. So we're going to call that for today. Not the best price action days. We had a very good call on this because you can see how well we used it. So today I'm down 2%, which is a very big deal considering the size of account I have a 5k account, so I'm down 2% as of now. And we are going to see. So I'm going to call it. Going to call it there. We have SMT at this highs, so and SMT at this lows. So this was setting up for massive consolidation. Expected them to get invalidated for a move, but we did not get that. Instead, we got a move on ES. NQ has been really off lately for those who trade it, and it's really reflecting, I guess. So that's that. You guys have a nice day. Meet tomorrow. Bye bye.